Hi guys, so firstly, please excuse my hair. I couldn't be bothered to like wash it, dry it, style it and everything before this, so I've just tucked it up in a ponytail. And secondly, I am in fact wearing my pajama top still, so let's also just ignore that. In today's video, I thought it would be kind of interesting to try makeup that I have had for months, and the majority of this has literally just been like sitting in my makeup drawers and I haven't tried it, so I thought I may as well try it out for you guys in a video, because some of this stuff I've mentioned on my channel before in like hauls, but I've just never got around to actually putting it on my face, so that is what I'm gonna do today. Let's try and get this video to 10,000 thumbs up. So if you guys haven't thumbed up my videos before, give me a cheeky thumb. So for my foundation, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Porcelain. I bought this when I went to America, and I went to America in August, and somebody tweeted me about this the other day, so I thought I would use it in a video. So I have the shade Porcelain. This was super cheap. I think it was about $7, which is about like £5-ish. Okay, it's got one of these little paddle thingies. I don't know how much of this to put on. Is that enough? I don't actually know if you can get this foundation in the UK, but if you can, like if you can get it online somewhere, then I'll try and link it down below. Ooh. The reason I never used this at the time is because when I got back from America, I was really tanned, and this was definitely not my colour. I think it might even be a bit too light for me now. Compared to my neck, it's fine. The coverage is pretty good. I don't know if it's because I put on a lot. Well, I did put on a lot, but it looks pretty nice. I mean, it does kind of blend with my neck, but on my face it just looks very white. Like, when I first put it on, the coverage seemed really good, but you can still see like a lot of the redness from my blemishes. You can still see a lot of the redness around the sides of my nose and stuff. So it's definitely not full coverage. I feel like in some places you can actually see the kind of sponge marks of my beauty blender. Overall, it still does look pretty nice though. So moving on to concealer, I have a hair stuck to the packaging. I have the RCMA, what even is this called? Highlight and Contour Palette in the shade Light. This was from Beauty Bay, and they sent me this like in, I think it was like July or something. And I've never actually tested it on my face. I have swatched it on my hand. There's just 5 different shades in here, so I'm going to use a combination of these 3 to contour under my eyes. To conceal under my eyes, and then I think I want to take this one to do like cream contour, even though I don't really do that, but Oh, I think it might have dried out. Wow, okay, this is very dry. I'm going to try and warm it up with my finger. This colour is very pale and very yellow. I don't really know how to like blend out these. Should I just use my finger? That definitely did brighten my under eye. I think I'm gonna take this shade here and just mix it with a bit of the yellow one to put on my spots, because it's a little bit light. I'm not sure whether these are supposed to be like colour correctors as opposed to actual concealers. I think it's more of a colour correcting and contouring palette. Okay, that didn't work. I think that is the best kind of way to do it, because it really needs to be warmed up. This is really not my favourite. It just looks a little bit patchy and it's quite hard to blend out. Can you guys see how patchy that's gone around my nose? Like, it just isn't looking the best. Let's see if this shade will work for cream contour. Okay, that worked okay. I'm just gonna quickly powder my face because I don't have a powder to test. I've just realised I had a cream highlight to test, which I should have done before I just powdered, but I'm gonna test it now anyway, just to see if it will work. This is the ASOS highlighter stick in Tenacious, and it just looks like this. It's just one of those creamy highlighters. On my hand, it actually looks really nice. Like, it's a really pretty colour. So I'm just going to put some of it on my hand, and then from my hand I'm just going to like dab it onto my face, which I definitely should have done before powder. It does give a very kind of subtle glow. I don't really know if you can see that, but over the top of foundation it doesn't really work the best. I should have done it before I powdered. Hopefully now I've got this on, it will give like my powder highlight something to stick to and I'll look like super glowy. For my bronzer and blush, I have this e.l.f. Total Face Palette, which came in this box. It's in Fresh and Flawless, and it looks like this. Inside, I think it's supposed to be 2 blushes, a bronzer and a highlighter, but they're all very, very pale. Actually, the highlighter isn't even pale. Oh my god, it's just all stuck to... Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just all stuck to the cream highlighter. So far, this makeup is a bit of a mess. Most of that is my fault for not doing things in the right order. I'm just really not happy with my base. It just looks so dry and like crusty. Then I am gonna take this blush down here. To be fair, they look like pretty much the same colour. That's just me. I do actually like this palette. I think it's nice. For my highlighter, I'm using the NYX Born to Glow highlighter palette. I imagine I will only be able to use this one. Let's have a swatch. Oh, wow. I have swatched this before, but I've never used it on my face. I have a feeling that one might be a tiny bit too dark, but I'm gonna test it. So I'm gonna test this pink one. Okay, it looks quite nice from the side. But when I turn my head to the front, you can just see this like patch. Okay, I'm not going to continue with that. I'm going to take the light gold shade here. That is really sticking to the cream highlight underneath, but you know what? That glow! This highlighter palette is really nice, but I would only really recommend it for like medium skin because I can only use one shade. Moving on to the brows, I have 2 products. I have the IT Cosmetics Brow Powder in the shade Universal Taupe, and I have the Soap & Glory Volume Boost Brow Fiber Gel in Blonde. I have a feeling that this one is going to be a little bit too dark, light, and a little bit too warm for me, but I shall give it a go anyway. So the IT Cosmetics one has got like a little brush on one side, which I'm just going to use. And then the other end is a little pencil, which is a really weird like oval shape. I don't know if you can see that. I like the formula of this. Oh my god, I've got so much dry shampoo in my hair. I really like the formula of this pencil, but I just wish it was a bit thinner because it is pretty thick, and now I've just drawn my brows in really thick. My brows are definitely not related today. Then onto the Soap & Glory Brow Gel. This looks kind of similar to Gimme Brow, but what worries me is it's really, really like a lot of product, like there's a lot of product on here, and it looks quite warm. You know what, I do actually quite like that. I just wish that the shade was more of like a taupey brown than a warm kind of blonde. So moving on to my eyeballs. Well, I did like 5 lorries just drive past. Do you wanna not? So I have the Saharan by Julius Place palette. I got this ages ago, and I did do like a testing Julius Place video, but I never even used this palette. I used the other one. I can't remember. I think the other one I've got is the Magic palette or something. But this one I did say that I would use, and I never got around to using it. So it's just been sitting there ever since. So I'm kind of scared because these shades are quite dark. The lightest one is this one here, so I'm going to use that as a transition. I've still got like eczema on this eyelid. I had some kind of allergic reaction to something a few weeks ago, and both my eyelids are still suffering from it. Like, I don't know what it is. I think I've got like dermatitis, but I don't know how to get rid of it. Like, everything that I've tried, it just isn't working. So yeah, my eyelids are not good right now. So my eyeshadow base is horrible today. I really don't like that concealer. And then taking this bright red called Sokoto, and I'm gonna put this on a small brush, and I'm just gonna focus this like on my crease. On my crease, in my crease. Not a lot of palettes have got like a super bright red. I bet this is gonna stain my eyes. Oh my god, I didn't mean to put that much on my inner corner. I literally feel like I'm drawing with a crayon. This is so pigmented. Then of course, I'm just gonna blend out those edges and just pray that they actually blend nicely. However, I still do think I put way too much on. And I've got loads on my inner corner, which I really don't want to be there. So I'm going to take some face powder, and I'm just going to try and get rid of the inner corner bits. I'm definitely not great at makeup, but I do have some experience. And I would not recommend this for beginners because it is so pigmented, and like a little goes a long way, and I didn't really realize that. So now I'm really struggling to like blend it out and make it look decent. I'm just going to take the shade called Jamila, and I'm going to run some of this along my lower lash line. Like, oh my god, they're so bright and beautiful. And I actually think this palette is going to be pretty good for doing a cut crease because it's like a dry, thick concealer. I'm going to take the shade called Wadabi, which is this like really cool greeny yellowy gold, and I'm going to put this on that bit of lid. Wow, that is so pigmented. This is kind of similar to the look that I did with the other Julius palette, but I don't know, the colours are kind of similar. These shimmers aren't even shimmers, they're like foils. This one here, the kind of burgundy, and I'm going to put that on the outer part of my, I don't know, here. And then taking the shade Iman, it's kind of like a silvery blue, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner. And then I'm going to take a tiny little bit of the black from this palette, and I'm just going to put that on my very outer corner. Oh my god, I dipped that in the tiniest bit, it's so pigmented. And then I'm going to try and blend that a little bit without disturbing the cut crease too much. And I'm also taking a tiny bit of that just along the lower lash line. Yeah, okay, this is the most pigmented black eyeshadow I have ever seen. Okay, so overall, I love this palette. I think it's amazing. You've just got to be very careful because they're super pigmented, but like they're beautiful eyeshadows, especially the shimmers, like they're gorgeous. I'm not sure of the brand, but I know that this is from Cult Beauty and it's called the Fairy Drops Mascara. It's got such cool packaging. This has got a really interesting brush. It's kind of got like 4 balls. And it looks like it's got a ton of fibres in it, so hopefully it will be good. I'm finding it quite hard for it to actually like grip my lashes. They're just kind of slipping out of it. It is building pretty nicely. You've also got to be quite careful because of the shape of the brush, like, ah! Oh, that is on my nose. So before I stick my lashes on, I have got 2 liquid lipsticks, and these are both from ASOS again. I have the shade Immersed and Prove It. I don't know which one to go for because like this is a very me colour, but then this one is more like, I don't know, I feel like it fits the makeup more. Okay, we all know that I'm gonna love that because it's like a brownie nude, but just for the video I'm gonna test the red because otherwise that would be a bit boring of me. Whenever I wear red lipstick, I feel like it just really washes me out. I'm not too sure about the formula of this, like it does feel quite light, but it is very, very dry. For my lashes, I'm using the Lovable Lashes in the name #Slay. I'm just gonna put these on and then I'll be right back. Okay, the lashes are on. I normally like my lashes to be a bit more wispy, and like separated, but these are still super like fluttery and they really go out of the corners, which I really like. They are really nice lashes, but like whenever I wear eyelashes without eyeliner, I just find that they look so obvious because they just peel up at the inner corners, and no matter what I do, I've tried every single lash glue that I just can't get any eyelashes to stick on the inner corners. So can you see how the lashes, like, I cannot get them to stick. I'm really sorry about that. So this is the finished makeup. What do you guys think? I don't know. I like the eyes. I'm not so keen on the base. And I think the lips are just a little bit too bright for my liking. I would love to know your thoughts down below, so let me know. And also if there's any other things that you want me to test, let me know as well, and I will try and get round to doing the most thumbed up comments down below. So if you guys see anybody else recommending something that you want me to test, instead of commenting the same thing, just give that comment a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel and you have enjoyed this video, then press that little subscribe button down below. You don't have to, but I would love it if you did. And yeah, I hope you guys all have an amazing week. Happy Monday. I'm sorry this video is up late. I'm filming this, like, now that I'm finishing filming, it's almost 4:30 and I need to edit this quickly. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!